What's up? It's your boy Karceno here. Don't forget to hit the like button coming through the door. Really appreciate y'all coming through. Mm-hmm. That's right. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the page if you're new here. And definitely, if you subscribe, hit the all notifications so you can get every notification when we go live, hopefully. Let's start talking about it. Let's get it all out in the public and let's get it going. This is something I wasn't going to talk about at all because I don't like to discuss Kanye West, period, on this page at all because I'm way past not liking Kanye West. I think Kanye West is probably the worst thing that's happened in Black people in a long time. And it just goes to show you the type of ridiculous jargon that he puts out to the rest of the world. It's full of nonsense, not knowledge. You see, Kanye is somebody he reads and somebody give him a line of something, and he'll say that line and make his own theories based off of the line he heard. If they say Jesus walked on water, he would be like, because you remember Jesus walked on water. I was just walking on water yesterday. I was walking on water the other day. It was raining and I was walking on water. So how many people really walked on water? You see, when you listen to Kanye West, you have to take you got to take what he says with a grain of salt. At the same time, the man keeps talking about he's God's son. He also says he's evil in the same breath almost. He's a genius. I wouldn't say a genius. I would say he's talented. He's gifted. Wouldn't call him a genius. He's gifted. But instead of using those gifts to uplift people or to change people's lives, he's using these gifts for evil. That's a beautiful statement you just made. You said he is a lyrical genius, a musical genius. You can't be a musical genius if you can't read music, in my opinion. If you can't sit there and write out music, you're not a musical genius. I give him credit for knowing how to talently put things together sonically to make it work. He's talented, he's gifted. Now, what is he talented in? Where is he gifted at? He's talent from having a God-gifted ability to be creative. Things that most artists want but don't know what it means and don't know how to do. He has all of these ideas that pop in his head of creativity and willing to take those risks to make that art form work. But in the process of doing that, you have to deal with what comes along with it, the crazy. No, it's just cliche now. It's like the boy who cried wolf. It's like you're gonna keep crying wolf over and over again and having people run behind you and get behind you, then you only gonna play them again. How many times are y'all gonna keep falling for the banana in the tailpipe? James Brown wasn't a musical genius. He was God gifted and talented. Prince is a musical genius. And he was talented. He was the whole package. James Brown knew how he wanted something to sound. That's different. You know, if somebody played it, they say they play by ear. They play the piano by ear. They hear it. They could put it together by sonically doing that. Doesn't make them musical geniuses. Musical genius can read the music, they can write it out. They can read where the notes are. They can break it all down. They can perform at Carnegie Hall and be able to sonically break down everything. Quincy Jones is a musical genius. They can read the charts, the graphs. They know how to organize music and orchestrate music. Michael Jackson, talented, God gifted, knowing how things should sound. Michael Jackson could not read music charts. Michael Jackson did not write any music. Michael Jackson did not play any musical instruments. Now, before we even go down that road, let's stay where we need to be. Now, Kanye West did an interview with DJ Akademiks. Why? I have no idea. But that just shows you how low the totem pole he has fallen. You do an interview with a guy who's grooming 15-year-old boys on the internet. Show you he has no team. Show you he's not up to date with what's going on in the world, with who he's talking to. Anybody who was there that could put a camera in front of his face, who can't say anything back to him and rebuke anything that he's saying. No pushback, nothing. No accountability. I mean, the part is you've already got the interview. So you might as well get off and ask what you want to ask. You already got it. We're here. If he says, all right, cut it. I don't want to, this is it. It's over. Cool. It's over. We got what we wanted anyway. We gonna ask the questions. We might as well do that while we're here. You about to bail out anyway. Oh, I know. Academic, you see they had to cut. Academics probably needed a chair to sit down. You couldn't stand that long for an hour listening to Kanye talk. Shoot, that boy took Ozempic and he's still fat. Damn. I'm like, dude, you like, I lost 50 pounds. I'm like, and you still fat. How the hell that happened? Kanye don't tell the truth. He tells on himself. And I know people are confused because they don't understand it. They're like, what you mean he told on himself? Kanye West has a bad habit of telling on himself. Now, in the hour-long interview they did, he wanted to give out smoke to everybody except for the people he really mad at, right? Kanye works, you got to understand Kanye's logic, all right? Kanye's logic is entirely different than anybody else that you've probably seen. You have to understand psychosis of crazy. He's stuck in the world of celebrity, and his narcissistic behavior puts him down avenues that nobody else has probably been down in a long time. Oh, I thought it was headed up there. You see, look at this. You see that photo right there? Didn't I tell you that boy is on Ozempic and still fat? That's not what Ozempic's supposed to do. And you see how Kanye West is talking to him. Chris, I'm here to tell you, no, he don't come back and give nothing back to the community. He come here and give them promises, and they believed him. And they had me cornered up in my boy's basement, telling me, man, you always hating on Ye. They came after me for hating on Ye in his basement. Y'all know who y'all are. And what did I tell y'all? They know now, but some of them are still in the business, and I want them to continuously have successes in the business. Sean didn't press me in the basement, but they cool with Sean. Sean let all the bros from 87, Bump J and them guys, his people were there. And, it's just a lot of those guys who were there who rolled with Ye. And Ye came back like, no, Ye coming back home. He finna build a Yeezy plant here in Chicago. He finna bring jobs. I'm like, man, he didn't even want to restore his mama's house no more. Kanye had lost all his money, all of it. Rhymefest was running the house, the Donda house, and then Kim gonna come out and be like, his financial situation right now, it wasn't good. Then when he just got rich again, when Drake had to expose him, too rich for whom? You just got rich again. It's fame, but he's always been this way. And I'm like, Kuda, how you let this dude play you like this over and over again? Right? He was the biggest fool ever. He did all the videos Kanye first got started and everything. And as soon as he do it, right, and he blowing up, and it was like, oh, this is great, man. This is excellent. Jesus Walk video. It was like, Jesus Walks. Yep, Jesus Walks video. What does he do? And it's Hype Williams, man. It's Hype Williams. This Hollywood. This big time. I got to go to Hype Williams. Hype Williams do the video, right? And he don't like the way it looked. It looked like a Diddy video with Mace. And he flipped out. This is not what I want. So he goes back and does another video for Jesus Walks with Kuda. But the first sign of anybody that was bigger than the guys he was with, instead of saying, I'm taking my guys, He'll leave him in a heartbeat. Leave him in a heartbeat. And anytime somebody say, hey, well, Akademiks tried to give a little pushback or just have a response to it when he was like, I never wanted to have my kids. I knew after 2 months of dating her, she was not the one. But do you think that that's like a bad thing to say? Well, it wasn't my plan to have the kids. It was God's plan. But didn't you think that's rough? That's hard to say, you know. Can you understand that being a problem? I'm evil. Anytime he got put in a corner on a question that would make him have to say, don't you think that's like, you know, that's Jay-Z's kid, you know, if somebody did have an affliction, to say that, I'm evil. I'm evil. God's evil too. Dude, that's what I'm saying. This guy is all he's trying to do, people. And he's pulled it off. He got me to talk about it. You should see my inbox. Dude, when you gonna talk about Ye? When you gonna talk about Ye? So that's why there's two versions of this. You're gonna see this version, and then we're gonna cut it. And then we're gonna go to the Patreon version, which is gonna be a lot different than what you guys are gonna be able to see here. So my Patreons can enjoy. Now, exactly, you know, Akademiks is standing there like he being scolded because he ate all the goddamn M&Ms and gummy bears that was in the bag that was for a family pack. Ye was like, he look at him. He like, it was 75 bags of gummies in there. How can you eat that? I'm a fat stanky nigga. That's why I always wear black. I'm a big fat stank. That's why I'm always in black. So they can't tell I'm fat and it's black. It make me look smaller. No, you still fat, homie. We can see it. We can see the fat all through everything, buddy. Big back. Big wide baby daddy body. Now, Kanye looking like, I can't even see in this damn thing. Mm-hmm. So Kanye West wanted to talk about the oppressors, right? That's what he wanted to talk about. Who's oppressing us? What did he tell us that was of interest that we did not know? Come on, Ye. What you tell us? Because all Kanye wants to do is sell you his album. That's it. All of this was to sell you his album. This is a pitch. Like he the Sham Wow guy. He's here to sell you his album. Like Beyonce is trying to, you know, sell us, you know, her BBL she got. Every time you turn around, she's sticking her butt in the damn camera. I was watching something, they had an ad come on. She in some blue jeans sticking her butt out. Her butt's out. Then she wearing no clothes now. Beyonce never used to do that. Now she got this BBL. That's all she doing. Yeah, he got everybody falling into this assimilation. Now, oh, he came out there, talked about Cardi the most. All this was about, see what I tell you, he tells on himself? Kanye West tells you why he's mad, and mask it like he's doing something for the greater good of all people. But it's really about some petty garbage about him. He mad Cardi cut him off the album. Right? He's more mad at Cardi than anything. Cardi put my daughter on the album. That's my daughter. Okay, now you taking shots. Why I'm not on the album? Why is Kendrick on the album? You got beef with Cardi. That's what your whole thing is about. You mad you got knocked off the Cardi album and your vocals was cut. You salty about that. So now you want to make people mad because you mad. Just like a child. You resort back to being what you always was. You always had temper tantrums when you was younger. And your mama used to deal with you because there wasn't no man in the house to check you. And they just let that ride. You ain't had no male figure in there that's going to be like, boy, cut all that damn whining and noise. No noise. Yeah, Beyonce didn't have no hips. So she finally went and got her some hips and what they call a lift. Yeah, so, right, it goes back to Diddy. Now, he's the person that's standing up for Diddy. He want to be this one standing up for Diddy. But he wasn't standing up for Diddy when all them cases first came out. Did you notice that? You weren't standing up for Diddy when these cases came out saying, man, this is some bullshit. You weren't standing up for Diddy. This for all the people like my cousin, them stupid enough to go to his Sunday services, following celebrity, and all he was using that Sunday service for was to sell merch. But y'all fell for the smoke screen. Mm-hmm. He was like, Puff's a woman beater, so he's the devil. He needs to be in jail. I don't know anyone who hasn't gotten an altercation with a girl. True. But not everybody put their hands on their woman. They get in an altercation with them. But not everybody beating on their wife. But you're right. The whole public acted like that. But saying Puff was more like my twin. You didn't deal with Puff for years. You stopped dealing with Puff. Puff groomed you. Now all of a sudden, we family, we can get into it. Now you want to come around and use Puff to make people mad, even more mad at you. Like, yeah, get mad at me. Now you're going to talk about me because I'm a sticker for Puff. Now, Chester Bennington's death from Lincoln Park was not a suicide. We all know that. But he couldn't help but to double down on that conspiracy theory, right? He got killed for expressing the same truths. There are a lot of truths. He did not hang himself. Chester Bennington is somebody who died under controversies, controversial standpoint, because they didn't know why he decided to take his own life and hang himself, right? But if you go to the Patreon, I think we have it there. If not, I probably got it on my computer already and didn't upload it yet. I have tons of videos that I've done you've never seen. Well, mainly because it's, it involves people's girlfriends. I actually got the girlfriends on there talking with me. We conducting like a conversation. I don't think that's for the public to hear. Like when you hear me and Lisa Ray having a conversation. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, he's mad at his daughter because she don't really like him. And the fact that her potential collaboration with Cardi and Kim, he's talking about scams. Oh, gosh. See, Kanye West don't even own his own kids' names, his likeness rights, and how either member of the former couple could claim that they had joint custody, right? Now he calls Kim a white woman who got ownership of the children and declared war against her because he thinks that she was sent by the Jewish people to take him down. The Jews think they're too powerful. First, you're dealing with the Jewish, and yeah, they're very powerful in this illusion or the arena of finance. But because you work with the Jewish people, Kanye, they're still making money off your chaos. They're still got people that work with you, friends that are behind the scenes that are Jewish, just can't be seen with you because they're Jewish, and they don't want to offend the other Jewish people. That's your doing, Kanye, because you're stupid. What do you want the general public to do? Feel sorry for you for being stupid? You the one went after a doggone woman who was basically a talentless woman who just her whole thing was built on looking good so that men could use her as a rag doll. I mean, before you had her, the whole industry then banged and tossed that around like it was nothing. From Reggie Bush, The Game, to what's his name, Austin, from the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, dude, you a long list down. You a long list down before it got to you. But you the one married her, made an honest woman out of her, turned her to a superstar and turned her to a billionaire. You turned Amber Rose into a multi-millionaire for being a stripper in a club, and you want congratulations for that? Now she's sucking off the White House. It's like, Jesus Christ. Why? You act like you cured cancer, dog. All we wanted you to do is make the fucking songs. That's it. Make the music and shut up. Mm-hmm. He said, I harass celebrities all day. Who did I harass? Who did I harass? Mm-hmm. Well, that's him. And now he talking about they gonna get sucked up into an Illuminati system. That's on you. You the man of the household. Well, you were supposed to be a man, but you never knew how to be a man, right? Because you didn't grow up around men. You grew up around boys and women. That's why you act like a woman. You act like a beta male. So you was treated as such. You was a beta male trying to portray an alpha. And you're not. There's no alpha in you. You want to lead, but don't know how to lead men. You don't know how to lead anybody. You're a weak man. Your mama died from liposuction and breast augmentation surgeries at the same time after being advised not to do this operation. She did it. She died. And you go and get the same procedure done. You go get lipo after that. And you blamed us for making fun of you. Y'all called me fat. Because you was fat. When you was fat, yay. You were bigger than academic. What do you want from us? Now, the words that you're saying is going to go on mainstream media so that they're going to talk about it. All the crazy stuff you said about Jay and Beyonce's kids, talking about some you wish you hadn't to take it back. Then why'd you take it back? You legally put that out there to take it back. Mm-hmm. All right, Jay-Z never wanted to sign you. He was there to use you. It was like, just make the beats. Right. See, he tells on himself. Jay-Z make more money off your catalog than you. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Jay's a businessman. You're the one that got used because you're stupid. So that's your stupidity. It's not the public's fault. It ain't got nothing to do with your contract. You signed it. You got to live by it. You want your masters back? Go buy them. Your catalog outperforms Jay-Z's catalog, but you don't get no money off those because you did bad business. Because you were so, I'm just here with the legends. I'm here with Hove. I'm here with everybody. These the legends. I'm in here. I'm at the table. That's how they get stupid people. Don't worry, you ain't the first. You're not the first. Hopefully you will be the last, but you won't. They don't have that in a resolve. They don't have any of that for him. It's Kanye West. Think they care? Mm-hmm. No. That's people fault. That's nobody but people fault. A teaching seeking using a crony who couldn't ask him nothing back. He don't know about no Jerry Lorenzo. Jerry Lorenzo ain't dealing with you because Jerry Lorenzo is there to do what he wanted to do. He don't care about you. Adidas used you like Jay-Z used you. You had the Yeezy website, right? And they were stiffing it and said, Jerry Lorenzo stole my designs and put it out to the world. He stole my designs. That's what y'all said. That's on you. If Adidas is paying you money and they bootlegging your own stuff and making money off the bootlegs and off you, well, you ain't getting no money on the bootlegs. Your contracts wasn't done right. You didn't do your contracts well. Whose fault is that? Yeah, well, at that time, yeah, he brought him back. He brought Jay-Z back from being a relic. That's what he does. But if you allow Kanye West to Kanye West you, then you're a fool. Oh, nothing much. We just going in, telling people what's real with this Kanye to this fake individual who basically said Cardi was a woman beater. If we want to say Diddy is, and Cardi was also sent by the Jewish people to take down Kanye West, saying that I was removed from music. He was like, I helped Cardi. That was his claim. I helped Cardi. And he betrayed me. I helped Cardi out numerous of times, but Cardi betrayed me. That's his story. That's what he's sticking with. Cardi betrayed me. Cardi betrayed me because he cut him off a song. His feelings hurt. So now the Jewish people has sent Cardi to take him down. How convenient. How convenient. How convenient for you to play that card. He was like, you called my daughter niece. And you reached out to Kim, who I got issues with, obviously. That ain't right. You mentioned my daughter. So now I get to end the movie. And I'm going to end the movie with somebody for sure. I was in the studio with Cardi working on Wheels Fall Off. And they discussed a lot. We was going to make a mixtape together. Cardi left me off music and so many features and doing favors for people. And I'm mad. Now, of course, Drake and Ye don't get along at all. Drake and Ye don't give a damn about each other. But the over vitriol of this bum, he goes, okay, he a PDF file, right? They trying to do it like they did R. Kelly, right? He's like, they want to get him up out of here. Okay, they want to do that. They want to team up to get him to get Drake up out of here. Now he's on Drake's side. You understand how hypocritical this is of this clown? That's what I'm saying. That's so hypocritical of this clown. He's mad that Kendrick is blown up the way he did. He said, if we're going to call Diddy a woman beater, we got to look at Kendrick as a woman beater and question how he could receive so much recognition while others have been demonized for the same. So now he wants to double down and believe what Drake has said, right? And said, Not Like Us is an instrumental piece to the campaign used to take down Drake for being a PDF file. This statement played into a comment he made later on saying K. Dot is an industry pawn and that these invisible hands are all on this. Kendrick don't have any hits. That's what this man said. Kendrick Lamar doesn't have any hits. Even though Kendrick Lamar has more streaming numbers higher than Kanye West. Humble has 2 billion streams. That's his number one stream, most streamed song is Humble. Now, Not Like Us will eventually pass that, but just in a few months, almost a year now, that is Not Like Us is at almost like what's like a 1.3, 1.4 billion. I'm like looking at that in the chat, like, what the hell is he talking about? Paid to harass a woman. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I don't think the bag could be big enough. Now, Ye says, I'm number one. How Kendrick can be number one if I'm number one? Like I say, stuck in celebrity, stuck in delusion. That's what Kanye West is at. His brain is stuck. He still think this is graduation and my dark fantasy. He ain't been relevant since Heartless, which is his number one most streamed song on Spotify, of course. Now he mad at John Legend because John Legend don't want anything to do with him. Now you mad at Ty, right? Yeah, Ty Dolla $ign. You mad at Ty. That's why would people want to work with you and all you're gonna do is flip on them for anything like they belong to you? This fool said Drake and Travis should be working for him and they should be writing for him. Huh? First of all, Sloppy need to find somebody to write for him. Yeah, he talking about Ty. He was like, he's another industry pawn who got threatened. Because he don't want nothing to do with you no more. He said he distancing himself from Ye's antics. But that's what he's saying. He was like, you have to denounce Ye publicly or we gonna drop your artist Leon. We gonna cancel all your tours. That's what he's assuming that they told Ty Dolla $ign. Now, Leon did SZA's whole album according to Kanye West, and they was gonna destroy his life unless he denounced Kanye West in a tweet. And he was like, you look at Ty, I 137x his career. 137 times his career. I did that for him, so that hurt. Oh, Jim Jones. I did this interview with this crypto, and I did that just so he can get a finder's fee for $2 million. No. Yeah, he's mad talking about some. He asked me to send over a PDF file. My thing is, you jumped in the beef with Kendrick Lamar. You mad because you did. We're gonna get into that. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's probably one of Gilbert bots. That's probably one of Gilbert bots. One of his. It's probably the junkie guy he gave money to. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, it's probably that junkie guy that works with him. You know, he ain't got nothing to do but to be over here, but he works for him. Oh man. Now, no. Jim Jones, I don't care about, but you wasn't there so that Jimmy can get no money from no crypto people. You was there to do business with the crypto people. You ain't cared about no $2 million for a founder's fee. You wanted to know what you could get out of this crypto deal. And what they had was so beneficial and so many millions for you. You wanted to get involved. So he asked Jim Jones from Dipset to send over a PDF file displaying everyone whom he was working with, you know. So he did not know how to make a PDF. Of course he don't. This is Jim Jones. And you was offended that he didn't try to figure it out, feeling as though he just got the money and he don't care about nothing else. He moving on. Which is basically it. But I'm like, it's Jim Jones. You expect Jim Jones to know how to work a mouse? Man, I'm turning this little mouse thing, man. It ain't working, man. Smell me? Smell this little mouse thing, man. You moving around, man. I put mouses in traps. Smell me, Brazzy? So watch the YouTubes and the Instagrams. It's going up. And Virgil's dead, but he still wants to talk about Virgil and say F him, even though he's dead. He was like, yeah, that might be bad, but I'm evil. What Virgil did was leave a very toxic human being that was Kanye West. And what Virgil did was make more money for himself with Louis Vuitton than he was getting paid by Kanye West, even though he was making the designs. So Louis Vuitton said, all right, come on over here. Kanye was trying to go and negotiate a deal where he would work for Louis Vuitton. And they was like, why do we need you when we can just get the guy that's actually making the clothes? So they took Virgil. Working with Kanye is very toxic. A lot of people can't deal with that. So they got rid of his ass. Smart business suit decision by Virgil. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, Rick. I mean, you expect Jim Jones to work a mouse? Come on. Oh, you took that crypto thing because you fell for the crypto scam. You thought they was going to pay you all this money. Jim Jones probably didn't even get the 2 million that he was promised. Those crypto people were crooks. They sold you on a crypto thing and tried to get your money and own the deal, and it didn't work out. Just say that. Oh man, chumps, chumps, chumps. Hope y'all people from Chicago understand it. Now you're learning, right? You gonna let Ye get you again? Y'all gonna go right back to supporting Ye again? You gonna go to the Sunday service when he try to come back with that? How many more Ye scams y'all gonna fall for? I'm just gonna let y'all keep falling through the hoops. Mm-hmm. Right. He's like, he the Jesus for the people that used to work under me. They look up to Virgil. Yes. You went at Don C. His wife can't stand you. Don C. wife can't stand you. She hates you. Don C. don't really like you like that. Y'all, you made up and he was back repping for you again. And you went right back to Virgil and him started RSVP behind my back. You was happy I didn't get the Nike deal. You mad because he told you why you wearing the hat. And you mad at Travis for no reason because Travis just don't want nothing to do with you. But the Cardi thing really got you because of K-Dot's success. Because you jealous of K-Dot. You call Lucian Grange a slave owner. Talking about don't send none of your slaves my way because they getting their heads torn off. You just want K-Dot to mention you so bad. But Drake is the one that's in the hold more than anybody. Yeah, so Kim, now he's admitting that talking about Kim Kardashian stole Skim's idea from Vanessa Beecroft. So you were a partner and part owner in Skims. So you and Kim Kardashian stole the idea from Vanessa Beecroft, who worked on the Runway short film. You did with her. And Ye said Pusha T was broke, right? And not to speak on his political views after everything he done for him. So now she's talking about she's keeping Onyx away from Kris Jenner and making sure Onyx don't go nowhere near Kris because of what the Ray J and Kim K sex tapes did. But you knew they were sex tapes and you married him. So this is all on you. Then he wanted to talk about Frank Ocean. Frank Ocean is useless. He can never make another album again after hearing that Moon song. Frank Ocean ain't made an album in years, period. J. Cole was on false prophets. You the fake idols. He was Howard Hughes, Walt Disney, Elon Musk, Steve Jobs. They created change in the world. Rappers turned on me because of my relationship with Trump. Now Jason White is running my Sunday service live shows and he trying to get $2 million from me. See, God used me to bless Amber Rose. Dress a stripper who sleep with guys for money. Man. This is your God. This is your Kanye West that y'all love so much. Y'all tell me about Yeezy all the time. That's your Yeezy, man? For real? That's right. Super chat work, all of it work. My thing is this, Ye. What have you done? What have you actually done for people? He act like he was doing things for the youth. He had youth centers. When you had all these millions of dollars of success, all you did was take your money and go spend it with rich white people. You did not care about black folks at all. You thought success was the approval of white folks. You kicked out your black girlfriends, replaced them with white girlfriends, and you're still doing it now. Talking this pro-black shit with your European Anglo-Saxon wife, who you're now divorcing again. I'm telling you, I feel bad for niggers. You dissing Kendrick Lamar, but you was on the song. Put yourself on the song. Like they trying to boost Kendrick up to be bigger than Drake. You was the main one, did the interview saying everybody's highly motivated in the elimination of Drake. You was cold spearheading it. Yeah. And you put yourself on the song like that. They didn't do that. You added yourself to it. And they cut your dumb ass right off and you got mad. Because you couldn't join the party. Now you want to hate on the party. I know you, Ye. You saw Kanye get all that. You saw Kanye saw Kendrick get all that juice off that verse for like that, and he wanted to put his whack ass verse on there. Lucian got all the spins. And they cut your dumb ass off the records because you was never on the record. I'm telling you, people forget about that. Everybody like, that's true. Yeah, this dumbass is on the record. So you was trying to be in the beef going up against Drake. Now Drake's a way better artist than Kendrick Lamar. How could he be number one? I'm number one. Graduation, my dark fantasy. I'm like, dude, you going back 20 years, dog. If you got to remind people of what you done, you ain't number one, homie. You don't hear Kendrick Lamar here. I got humble. I got good kid, Bad City. Swimming pool. Remember me? It's like this, yeah. This is like mind over matter. They no longer mine because you don't matter. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more, no more. We don't need them. Kanye is done. Because now I'm about to take this to the Patreon level. So now you're going to hear some things that I totally omitted. And I could really cut loose. But I will give y'all one more thing on YouTube. And that is this. Boy, nobody was wearing your ugly ass shoe line anyway, except for white people. Black people wasn't really rocking it like that. They wasn't really rocking Yeezys. Trust me. It was only a selected few. Suburbanized black dudes. They wasn't really rocking that. So we're going to get to that. And we're going to go over to the Patreon. So if you haven't subscribed to my Karceno for Life Patreon, please do so. And it's up. And it's on. Okay, we in the Patreon hour? Okay, we are in the Patreon hour now. YouTube is now cut off, so we going to the Patreon hour. So all my Patreons here, what's up?